Hi everyone.
Hi guys.
Doing things differently today.
Yeah, we are. It's a little scuffed today, but it's fine.
I'm tired. It's fine.
Me
I'm so sleepy.
It's so
I have
sleepy.
not had a princess party literally in like 4 months, and I had my first one today again, and I'm so exhausted. Kids are tiring.
Understandable. Yes, they are. Accurate.
I love them. I love children so much. Kids are exhausting.
I went to a bar last night and was out till 4 a.m., so I'm
Nice.
also equally.
Nice.
But yeah, it's D&D time. We're back for I don't know what fucking episode this is. Let's be honest.
21.
By my
21.
count, 22.
No.
247.
It has been 21. I have been counting specifically on my notes.
Have you been here every session?
Yes. And I write in notes for the session if I'm not. But I have been here for every session. Because every time I'm gone, we somehow end up canceling.
True, because usually whenever you're gone, Keldor also is gone.
Oh, I didn't count in between stuff. I don't know if you counted in between stuff, like recording that. Like when we had that break or whatever.
I don't remember if I did or not.
Well, anyways, we're
21.
back with Isandr. We're back with
I
Isandr.
think you are the anchor being.
Cool.
We're back with Isandr, Heart of the Beast. Last time, who remembers what the fuck happened last time?
Neurom's
Well,
under the couch.
Yes, Ace woke
Yeah,
up in the
I
middle
did
of the
know.
night because of a nightmare and was like, we gotta go. And we were like, okay. And we went. And then we fought some wolves who were trying to take his food. And then we got to this town to find his mom, and his mom was missing. And so I took Kin into a thing because I was like, you are not staying with, I don't trust you with Ace by yourself anymore. So we went into a bar and we talked to a werewolf and discovered that she's a werewolf and has disappeared a second time now, and we should talk to the pack when they get here to see if we can find her. And they will be in a few days, and we have to trade labor, basically. Like, I could work hard, let me help you and give me information. And then Naram and Owen were teaching Ace how to pickpocket, and he wasn't doing very well. And then we went to bed.
Wait, I didn't do well or I did do well?
Did not.
Oh,
not.
I thought I did do well.
You did great, honey.
Alright. Then and you guys slept through the night. I'm trying to find something. Hi guys, it's a day.
That's right. Saturday.
Tuesday. Oh.
You know what? That's thanks. Trying to think in my head. Yeah. So you guys end up in bed, and then next morning you guys get to do your own thing again. I don't remember if I said he's coming the next day or if there's a day in between.
3 days.
Okay. So that would be your guys' chance to find labor to do and figure out what needs to be done around before he shows up.
Let's see.
So you guys can go through your morning routine as usual, discuss anything you guys want. This is kind of you guys' open chance to do
Owen, pick
roleplay.
up the sock. We can't have people know. There are children in here.
Yes, ma'am.
Damn.
They might eat the sock.
Yeah, exactly.
Only Ace
Damn,
would
we know-
eat the sock.
Yeah, and
We
he's
know
the
who's in
only
control
child.
of this relationship, I see.
Teehee. Owen's just here to make people uncomfortable. That's it. That's the goal. Fluster Iris as much as possible. That's where we're going. Yep.
That's the
Cool.
goal.
That's
No,
very
that's
easy
good.
to do.
Uh-huh.
Yes.
Yeah.
From personal experience, yes.
Yeah, sounds about right. But how does your guys' morning routine look new area.
Well, Iris probably has like a 10-step morning routine for face and then a 10-step for her hair, just because, you know, raised that way. Bougie
Yeah.
bitch.
Yeah, you are a bit of a bougie bitch.
Uh-huh.
Happens to the best of us,
It
honestly.
does.
Look, I literally made a sticker like series that I drew. It's called my personal alignment series. And I made one for me that says extra bitch because that's what I am when it comes to D&D characters.
Damn.
It's sparkly and holographic. It's great.
Very extra of you.
Exactly. My other favorite one is my personal alignment is gay panic.
Oh,
That, you know what? That's very fair. Me too. Very much a me too moment. It's constant gay panic around here.
Okay, so I'm assuming this place does not serve breakfast. So we'd have to go to
No.
the tavern for breakfast.
Yes.
Oh, wait. Shit. There we go. Meow.
Yeah. Everyone would have to leave for the tavern.
Ooh.
You know, I would love to, but we're kind of trapped.
Up, 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 up.
Oh, you know what? That's
What have
fair.
you got? Help! I'm gonna play Simon Says. Yellow, orange, yellow.
You need to go
Twist it.
here. There you go.
How do we?
Oh,
What is the travel?
Just
Or-
click and pray.
Oh, it's the
the
rug. I
rug.
see.
I just clicked T because that usually does it for me.
Same.
Yeah.
Hey, look, the
Oh, you guys
wisp.
are down at the bottom.
Oh, there's Kin.
Here in spirits. Here with spirits.
Is this?
The diner is up.
Oh. Ooh. I go underneath the bridge. Look at that. Oh, there we go. That was a good spot.
I forgot how to
I
ping
do.
stuff, by the way.
I just click aggressively until like it happens.
It's up here. Let's go like this.
I forgot to ask the bartender's name last time.
Bitch, I don't remember if I gave the bartender a name.
It's probably
No, I forgot to ask for it. That's the thing.
Oh, that's fair.
it's probably like David or something.
That Pike Trickfoot looking girl.
Damn.
Probably David. Does anybody else hear the ominous
Yeah,
whisper?
I'm whispering. I'm so confused.
Sorry,
Cool.
that's my girlfriend.
Okay.
Hi,
Oh wait, shit.
girlfriend.
I gotta pop out Discord because you guys can't be heard on my stream. Yeah.
Yay!
Yay! You should probably fix that.
Well, I wasn't planning on streaming originally.
I'm sorry.
Okay, now you can be heard.
Yay! People can hear my
Huzzah.
beautiful voice.
Okay. So I guess we're gonna go order food. All right, Odysseus is here. I forgot.
Ah. Yes.
Wait, Odysseus, where's Poseidon?
I don't know. Well, he already kicked his ass. So.
Poseidon's never very
Yeah.
far behind. The boy that man spawn camped Odysseus. So like
Oh, absolutely. For 10
Yeah.
fucking years.
Yeah, he's never very far.
Nope.
Yep.
AKA, I might
That's
have a
very
massive
fair.
crush on Steven Rodriguez. It's fine. We don't talk about it.
Honestly, real. You want to know something? Poseidon is the reason Mai decided to listen to Epic the Musical
Good.
with me. Because I showed them Get in the Water, and they're like, this voice is heavenly. And I'm like, I know.
I didn't realize that the female cover of that's circulating TikTok was not the real thing until like a month ago.
Beautiful.
But yeah. When you walk up, the bartender just goes, "What can I get for you, miss? Welcome back."
Thank you. I forgot to ask your name yesterday. I'm so sorry. Um,
It's Bailey.
Bailey, of course. I know I introduced myself last time.
Yes, Miss
If we could
Everett.
get um one of your vegetarian breakfasts, uh,
All right.
and then I'm assuming Ken's still with us. Is there?
Yeah.
Is okay, cool. I'm just making sure. Uh, and then 5 of your other breakfasts, and then we'll just all do water this morning.
Alrighty, I'll get that out to you soon.
Thank you very much.
Of course.
Oh, and I already eat fish.
Thank you.
Thank you for
Appreciated.
ordering me 5 different breakfasts.
Yeah, I
Appreciate
got
it.
you 2, but sure.
Oh. Close enough.
No coffee for the
No,
child
just like,
today, though.
it's mine.
No coffee
No
for the child.
coffee.
He
No
already ate a
coffee.
magical book a few weeks ago. He doesn't need anything
True.
else.
True.
We're trying to
Yeah.
regulate his system.
Yeah.
Who needs a regulated system? Just get him on Linzess.
Cracked me up more than it should have.
Honestly, it wasn't even that funny.
Okay, listen, I have broken humor. It's easy to amuse me.
This is
I'm just
entirely true.
broken.
Yeah, you're very well aware of this.
Yes.
Soon enough, the food is brought out to you guys, placed on the table in front of you. And Bailey kind of just like nods to you all as she gives you your guys' food.
Thank you very much.
Of course. Let me know if you guys need anything.
Will do. Thank you.
Yeah. You guys are left to your own devices so that you can eat.
Owen will start quietly eating before looking at the group and just hang on. So, what is the game plan? While we're here, what are we doing today?
Well, the wolf pack isn't supposed to come to town for a few days, so I figured we could get the lay of the land and get to know people and figure out what the best way to offer labor was in order to get trade for information.
Owen's nose like wrinkles. Labor.
They said that was the best way to trade other the apparently gold and other things aren't as valuable here.
Yay.
See, now you got the spirit.
Owen just like cuts a glance to Iris and then continues
Oh,
eating.
she is giving you a shit-eating grin. She knows exactly what she said. She knows exactly what she's doing.
A society that doesn't run on gold does not compute to Owen. Does not compute.
Yeah, you know that's fair. Um. Oh, my nose itches. Everything's just against me today.
Oh, we forgot to stream together. One sec.
I'll let you guys get that set up.
It's still a new concept at this point.
Yeah. Yeah, very much so.
For what it's worth, you should have a notification in your tray because I invited you a while ago.
Oh, okay. Well, I just invited you. I haven't seen your notification.
There we go. Got it.
That's not what I want. Okay.
Got it.
Huzzah! Welcome, other chat. That is now inside of my chat.
Oh, don't say it like that.
Hey, yo. Wait, what? Hello? Hello?
Hello?
Hi.
It's just showing me here.
Oh.
I'm so confused. Hang on. Time out. I'm just gonna do this.
Okay.
And
Bye.
Then I'm gonna do this. And then I'm gonna do that. And then I'm gonna do that. And I'm gonna do that. Oh, you might have to invite me again.
Okay. You should have an open invitation. Maybe I turned that off. There we go.
There we go. Okay. Do. Done. Done.
Huzzah! We've done it.
Yay!
Wow.
Yippee! Mr. Odysseus. Sorry, that's just really amusing to me. But yeah. As you guys kind of finish your dinner, more people start to show up, get their breakfast.
Come on.
Damn. That really just made
Yeah,
me
we
sit
can-
there and go, damn, can't talk today, I guess. As you guys finish your breakfast, you see people start to come in, get their own breakfast. Some quickly eat it, some take it and leave with it. Looks like the most of the workers of the town are starting to get up and start moving. There's people who stop at the board up next to the hearth and grab like pages off of it, and then leave with those pages and stuff.
Perfect. I am people watching. Can I just observe things?
Yeah. Is there anything
for
in
people
specific you want
watching.
to observe?
Just more watching like how people interact with each other. If like either like if they do interact with each other, if they don't interact with each other much, what the like body language of people are versus each other, sort of thing. Just trying to get a vibe.
Oh yeah. For most part, there doesn't seem to be any animosity between anybody who does interact. For most part, it looks like people who work together. They come in together, grab breakfast together. A few head to the board together before choosing like discussing between each other and choosing a job off the board. There doesn't seem to be many who really have any issues with any of the people around them. It's kind of just pretty calm. They all have jobs to go get to, so there's not really a lot of time for bickering and too much of other negative stuff. Yeah. Anything else?
So, hey, Starlin,
Yeah.
have you thought about what you're gonna say to your mom when you finally meet her again, or this person who claims to be your mom?
Not really a whole lot. No.
Okay. Well, that might be something to start thinking about. Whether you have questions, whether you want to find a way to confirm it's her. I don't know if anybody here has the ability to make someone tell the truth without violence. She's gonna look over at Naram and Owen.
Excuse.
I'm pretty sure Kin has Zone of Truth.
I think you're right because I think Kin's used it before. Or no, is it
I
Zone of
think he
Truth?
used it when he kidnapped
he's
that
Tiny
he's
Hut.
used
guy.
Tiny
Hut,
He
yeah.
has Tiny Hut.
Ah,
He does
did
not
not use it when
have
he kidnapped
Zone
that
of
guy.
Truth.
Okay, got it.
Someone used something, and I think it was mostly Neuron digging into the
Yeah.
guy's brain.
Yeah, I can use detect thoughts to root around through people's memories. Technically, it's non-violent. Neuron just prefers to have people subdued when he
When he
does,
slams them into the ground.
open their mind like a book.
Your way of describing stuff terrifies me sometimes.
What?
Yeah.
That's exactly what he does.
Yeah, it is. It is absolutely without a doubt.
Storybook,
Yes.
did you enable shared chat?
I think so. Maybe. Start sharing chat.
There we
No,
go.
I didn't.
There it is.
Oh god. It's fine. Everything's fine.
Okay, but important clarification here. You said non-violently. Does the threat of violence count as violence?
Yes.
Damn. Never mind. Teehee.
Just be like the Invader Sim meme. Who are you?
Hi.
I'm.
Teehee.
But yeah.
Well,
Continuing,
that
it was a question towards Ace, I believe, right?
Yeah,
that
I
might
answered
be
it.
something to just to start thinking about. Get kind of a list running in your head.
Okay.
Maybe try and think back on your earliest memories to see if she can confirm details that you might know, so we can confirm it's actually her.
Uh, I don't know.
Right. Well, that's why you start practicing now. Just start thinking about it now, and that way you'll have time and a list when it comes.
If worst comes to worst, I can just ask her if I can sift around through her memories.
Asking would be preferred.
Well, if she fucking says no, it's not an admission
It's
of guilt.
pretty
It's just fucking
damning.
weird.
It's pretty damning to say, hey, can I check if you are actually who you say you are?
Right, but you're gonna open them like a book, and they're gonna be like, no.
But I don't have to exactly describe how it's going to happen before it happens.
And that's true.
Yeah, yeah.
Is there anything else you guys do while you're here at breakfast?
Owen probably won't completely finish the breakfast, and we'll stash a couple of the fish. But that's about it.
That's fair. That's very fair. You got a praying mantis to feed.
Uh-huh.
Alright. And once breakfast seems to be once you guys' plates are nice and cleaned up, Bailey does come back over and start cleaning up your guys' plates for you. And she like looks to you guys, she's like, you guys got any plans while you're in here? In our little town?
Oh, just waiting for the pack to come in, so figuring out the best way to earn their respect through labor.
Well, if you wanna help with labor, um they're supposed to be coming in to help um a bit with the next harvest, as well as um we give a bit of that harvest to them as thanks for their protection. If you'd like, I can definitely hook you up with some of our local farmers and see if they could use some extra hands.
That'd be great.
Yay.
Yeah. The idea of manual labor in the fields.
Just you hear the crushing defeat in Owen's voice.
Hold on, where's my dice? Hold on. Bailey kind of like laughs a little bit at the sullen tone. She's like, "Oh, it's not all that bad. Sure, your hands get a little dirty, but end of the day, it's pretty nice."
so many things
Little dirt
Owen
never
wants
hurt
to
nobody.
say, but they're keeping their mouth fucking shut.
What'd you say, storybook?
Little dirt never hurt nobody.
Exactly. Now, I will say field work is not the only thing we have available in town. We have a local seamstress who has fallen behind on winter orders, as that'll be coming quite quickly after our next harvest season. So she wants to get that stuff done. She's definitely in need of helpers. We have our local blacksmith. He's been helping with the upkeep of the farming tools, and there's a lot of demand for that right now. As well as we got a few butchers who are working on getting through the loads that have come in as of late. The pack brings in quite a bit each time they come in. So there's plenty that you can choose to do. You don't have to work out in the fields.
Yay.
We'll make sure to decide and find something for everyone to do. Thank you so much.
Of course, you guys have a lovely day. And she just like hobbles back to her area and starts wiping down her area, starting to prep more meals.
Nuram is going to turn to Owen and just say, "Would you like assistance with whatever you're stuck with today?"
Possibly. I'm sure most of you have noticed, but I'm not exactly the... And Owen literally takes a moment to look at every single one of them, including the child. The strongest one here.
Nuram is going to like telekinetically lift a cup for a moment and just say, "I will provide whatever assistance I can."
Thank you. Owen kind of like has a half-ass smirk on their face. Because in their head, they're like, maybe I can get away without doing any work. And they just kind of nod in a room. However, as they do, whenever they start making their way out of the tavern, I would like to have Owen make a perception check to see if they can find any markings that may look like thieves' cant, to see if there is a local thieves guild here, because that is where their services would be most fucking beneficial.
Yeah. Go ahead and roll perception.
Okay.
You want to take Ace with you with that?
With your new pickpocketing skills we taught you. 24, not nat.
Moment, I have candy corn in my mouth. You can't see any inside of the tavern, but once you leave, you do notice some under one of the windows on the wall, next to the door.
Okay. Well, if we're finished, should we start about our... And, like, their lip almost curls as they say it. Labor.
Yeesh.
No better time than the present, and Nuram's going to get up out of his chair, push it back in, and start moving off for a hard day's work.
Yay. Owen will follow after.
Alright.
Once they do get outside, though, Owen would, like, take a second to examine the thieves' cant and, like, try and find where it would be leading.
Give me 1 second to actually have, like, a spot for it. How dare I not think of every possible map I could ever need,
Tee!
right? We'll use this one. Over here. It kind of just more so points towards the fountain in the town, which is over to your left once you exit.
Bet. All right. Well, back to the portal. Yeah.
Yeah. Obviously, before you guys left, Bailey gave you guys like the names of all the different people who are seeking help for the day.
Um, so, I think it might be best if we gather our intel in separate places, just so we can have information from everywhere. Ace, obviously, I'd prefer if you didn't go anywhere by yourself. But you are welcome to choose where you want to go.
Okay.
I would also prefer if you didn't go alone with Ken, because after he gave you a book to eat, I don't trust y'all together.
I can imagine Ken using me as a lawnmower as a stagehand.
Exactly.
Farmhand.
Grab you by the ankles, let you crawl along the floor, eating the
exactly my
grass.
thought process.
Okay, but I need art of
Exactly.
that now, please.
Yes.
A fan artist in the chat, draw this child being a lawnmower. Trust me, it's really funny.
Trust me.
Just DM me. I can send you his reference.
Well, if we'll be splitting, I think I may know a place where my particular services would be better served.
Are you actually gonna work?
That depends on what they have. I will attempt.
All right. Naram, do you have a preference from what was listed inside?
Not particularly, though I did promise Owen I'd help them out if they needed it.
Okay, the thought of Naram going to the Thieves Guild and doing thief work, phenomenal.
Yes, lawful neutral,
Yeah.
absolutely
Uh-huh.
just deadpan.
Uh-huh. Owen will like look to Naram and go, well, can I get back to you on that? There is the possibility that this town could have a thieves guild, and my services are better used there than in some field.
If that is your decision, then I will not step on your toes. And Naram will just, step out of your way.
You could always go try and help with the blacksmith, Naram. That might get some aggression out. Unless you prefer to go lift things in the field.
I think I can do plenty of lifting.
All right. Ace, do you want to go with Naram into the fields and help with No, that's not a good idea. He might eat everything.
I won't eat nothing. I'll be good.
You won't eat anything unless they tell you it's okay?
Yeah. Only food.
Only food if they say it's okay, because
All
this is the stuff that they need to use for the winter, so we don't want
food
to...
offered to me.
Food offered to you. Okay.
Okay.
Or you can ask politely if you get really hungry.
Okay.
And please no live animals.
Oh god, not that nightmare.
Okay, to be fair, that wasn't Ace. that was not his decision.
I'm aware, which is why I'm speaking to all of them.
Incoming mouse in the field that spooks Ace, turns him into fear, and then he eats all the animals.
Suspiciously animal-shaped, like clog in his throat.
Looks like a snake.
Oh my goodness.
Okay. Well, I might go help with the seamstress then. To help with the clothes, because that was one of the lessons I had to do, learning to be a noble lady and everything.
Well, since it seems everybody's decided, Owen kind of tips their hat to the group. I'll see you guys later. And then heads off towards where the thieves' camp was leading them.
Bye, darling.
All right. When you get over to the fountain, roll me investigation.
Dirty 20.
Excuse me. Oof. Give me 1 second. Wow, my brain. um, I'm on the wrong map. Along the fountain edge, you do see a more of the like thieves' cant kind of like carved into like where people would typically sit on that like boundary of the fountain. Uh, and it essentially points you um to a set of twin cabins.
Guessing that's the teleport over here.
Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah, yeet!
I'm in.
I'm
And
curious.
there's no one in here. My bad.
If Kai got a nat 1 on investigation, would they have given up looking for the Thieves Guild and had to work with us?
That'd be hilarious.
Incoming Owen just fucks off into the woods and then comes back later in the day. Yeah, I totally helped.
Yeah, you got your hands dirty, like you literally put your hands
Yeah, put them in some mud. Be like, look, see? I did it!
I love all of that.
Though to be fair, that would just be shit luck for me to get a low roll on perception investigation. Like,
Yep.
Yeah, most likely. Walking in, it's not super filled. It looks like just people minding their own business, working on like their own little projects and stuff.
Owen will just kind of wander in and look for either some sort of board potentially where things might be listed and or somebody that looks like they'd kind of be maybe in charge of this specific thieves guild.
There's not really a board anywhere, but you do see a guy up at the top who's kind of just watching everyone else work.
Well, that's where we're gonna go. Owen will kind of like approach and just offer a very small smile. Hello, I was told that your particular town trades in labor, and I'm not necessarily skilled at labor. My skills lie elsewhere, so I thought I would see if anybody here needed any help.
Yeah. That is kind of how this town works. You know, I tried to do Scottish. I can't do a Scottish accent. It just went Southern. Like,
Everybody's Southern. This whole world is Southern.
Chance to change your fate.
Would you?
Would ya? You had the
That is
chance.
100% how I get into my Scottish accent.
If you could change your feet.
Would ya? Just imagine a guy with a Scottish accent. I'm not that great at accents right now. Yeah. It's kind of how it works around here. You looking for a job?
Sure.
Well, What are your skills?
Owen just kind of looks around at this building that they were led there by Thieves' Cant, and then looks back at him and goes, well, I have a very light touch.
Particular set of skills, if you
I have a
say.
specific yes.
Yeah,
I have a,
I have a very specific set of skills.
Uh-huh.
Well, yeah. I'm more so meant, is there anything specific you specialize in outside of normal type of skills we would employ?
My specific set of skills comes from water-based environments. And looking around here, it doesn't seem that you particularly have that. However, I do consider myself a jack of all trades.
It's fair.
Thought your name was Owen.
Bonk.
Very well. He, like, sits and thinks for a little bit. You good at forgery at all?
Depends on the type of forgery, but yes, I could potentially pass.
Well, one of our, one of the officials who typically comes to this town to collect our taxes has up and gone missing after a bit of a scuffle.
Oh.
The country still demands to know if we're paying our taxes over here. So we've been hard pressed to find someone who can fancy us up some official papers, send them off for us. We have plenty of examples of how this fella wrote and how these logs typically worked.
So long as you have an example, I'm sure I can whip something up for you. In which I have proficiency with forgery kit. Let's go.
I literally pulled that out of my ass, and you know what? It worked. Then yeah, I can get you those papers. Just find anywhere to set up shop. Most other people in here are doing their own things. Uh, some of them are none too friendly, so I'd be careful about that. Cause you are not someone we've seen around here, so I expect you to not be from around here.
I would say that is a good assessment, as I've not seen many sea elves around here myself. However, I will keep to myself and I'll keep my head down.
It's wise of you. And he shuffles over to a crate and pulls out some papers. And he grabs another paper that essentially lists how it should be like written, the numbers that need to be inputted and everything, and um hands the stack of papers of examples for the handwriting and then the example of what needs to be written. And he's like, crate over there, and he like points to some wooden crate that's propped open, that has all of our loose paper that you can use. And then
Perfect.
most tables have quill and ink for you.
Well, then I'll set about it. Thank you very much.
I don't know what skill forgery would be under.
Good question!
Probably performance or sleight of hand.
Um,
I feel like it's a dexterous thing.
yeah.
Sleight of hand is dex.
Yeah.
Yeah, roll me.
Acrobatics, sleight of hand, and stealth.
Yeah. Roll me, I guess, sleight of hand to see how well you do at working on these papers.
24.
Damn, you're rolling well today.
Yeah, when it really doesn't ultimately matter, which means if we get in a fight, I'm dead. Bye, guys.
Alrighty. Yeah, for the most part, you're doing pretty good at it. Just brain, thank you for stopping when I need you to work the most. For most part, it's quite easy for you to get the writing style down. And yeah. While you're doing that, I will switch to someone else. I gotta go back to the other map to see where the fuck everyone is. Storybook, you said you're going to Seamstress?
I can't escape. I can't escape.
We're trapped.
I'm
can't
trying
go
to
to the
trying to go back
seamstress.
to the map.
I didn't even see you come in. The thought of Iris just lurking in a corner watching, making sure Owen isn't doing anything like sketchy is really
One
funny.
second.
Yeah.
Oh, I know. I was hiding behind this tree.
It's really funny.
Give me 1 second.
Well, since we have a private moment alone, Iris, should I pull out the sock?
Stop.
The butter sock.
The door.
The claw.
I need you guys to move so I can click the
No.
portal.
Just fucking move.
Can my thing move, please?
Clearly not.
There you go.
Oh. Bye, Owen.
Have fun in the Thieves Guild. We're trading places, I guess.
Oh,
I might have accidentally forced everyone over here. Never mind.
is this where I'm supposed to go?
Yeah. It's messy. It's a very messy shop.
Oh, hello.
She's stressed. I haven't put down a seamstress yet. 1 second. Random NPC, go. Random NPC, go.
I just love that
Why
it
would I
looks
not
like
want
the
a Pokeball?
sewing mannequin in the middle has been like target practice with daggers.
Oh, it absolutely has.
I also love that the Thieves Guild was cleaner than this seamstress shop.
There you go. Well, it better be with the amount they're stealing and hauling from it.
Yeah, walking in, there's a single seamstress. There's a lot of havoc. There's just stuff all over. And
Can I buy that
She-
hat in the corner? Oh.
Pet that dog.
there's a sock. Can I pet that dog? Pet that dog.
Pardon me.
Yeah.
Hi. I was told there may be need of extra helping hands.
She kind of like looks at the mess of her shop and the like stack of papers that must be like all of her orders, and then like all of the fabric huddled in another corner. Like, what gave you that idea?
Well, we were talking with Bailey over at the tavern and trying to find a way that we could help out around town. So I wanted to come and offer my services.
She never minds her own business. You sew?
Yes.
How good is the question? Can you
Well,
sew a winter coat?
I was taught from a very young age, so
And she like
hopefully I've
narrows.
picked up something.
She like narrows her eyes at her, and she's like, "You're a noble woman, aren't you?
That I am.
I can tell. Your clothes are too clean." She's like, her clothes are like dusty and like old and wrinkled. She's like, okay, if you're set on helping, let's see. She like moves stuff around. There's needles that get tossed onto the floor. a pair of scissors drop. She doesn't notice it.
I don't know who this is, but I love them because they're me.
Yeah, same.
Her name is Benji,
I love Benji.
but
I'm
she's a little
Iris,
tabaxi.
by the way.
Okay.
May I know who I'm working with?
Oh, that's right. Formalities and shit. I'm Benji.
Nice to meet you, ma'am.
Sure. Anyways, here. She like grabs a bit of the stack of paper. She's like, here, this has measurements. This has what they want. And she like points over to a cabinet. She's like, patterns are all over there. They'll give you a base idea of how to do it. You do have to lay out the patterns according to the dimensions. So
Of course, I will get to work.
good. And they do have the specific materials, and all the materials are. She like turns around the other way, points to another pile. She's like, fabric's over there. All of it's marked by whatever it's made from and color. So have fun.
Of course, thank you.
Don't fuck up my business.
I'll do my best, ma'am.
And she
Alright.
Let's go.
all right. Are you proficient with sewing tools? I don't know if sewing tools is something you can even have.
I don't think it's a thing you're allowed to like be proficient in, but again, noble woman, I figured
Yeah.
that was one of her forced lessons.
Yeah. Then roll me.
I don't want to make this woman angry. I'm so nervous.
Roll me, let's say, basic dex plus proficiency, so a +5.
Okay. Can it be performance? I have a higher plus there. Okay, please be nice. You were nice to me yesterday when I was the DM. Oh, okay. 16.
Okay. Yeah. The first order you have is a winter cloak with a hood that has sleeves for ease of working. So it doesn't get all in the way. It's a short cloak that should stop about waist height or like hip height, um, or for a very small adult. Um, but you get through it. Your lines are a little messy, but they're sewn, and once they're sewn and hemmed, then it's not too bad looking.
Okay, I'm gonna work my way through all of these orders.
Alrighty. Let's see who's next. Is Nurom and Ace together?
Oh, we're
Yeah.
stuck in here now. Uh.
Oh, 1 second, I'll fix it.
Cry likes
Okay.
trapping us.
I know. I think it's like when teachers force people they think will sit cute couples to sit next to each other.
Or when the bell rings and they don't let you leave until they're done talking.
Oh no, I never let teachers do that to me. Got in trouble a few times because of it.
Come here often?
Thankfully,
You
no.
guys go. You're free. Alright. Is Nurom and Ace together?
Yep.
Then you guys are up at this farm over here with the cows.
The farm with the cows?
Don't eat the cows!
What did we
Oh.
just say?
Why did I tell you? Okay.
But yeah, there's a guy who's kind of just on a pail milking a cow currently.
He's gonna
His head
see
is-
just this green alien of a man kind of
Well,
walk up to him.
His head is like up against the cow's stomach as he does it, so he's not exactly looking up to see people come over,
Ah, lovely. So he's gonna turn around and be able to see a green alien
and
man.
get jump scared by a 7-foot green alien.
He's only six
Yeah.
foot four. However, he is like 125 pounds.
But yeah,
Jesus.
as he lifts his head to wipe some sweat, he like pauses, looks, and goes, "Yup!" Oh.
It's just gaunt alien man staring daggers into him because Nurum has a seriously horrid case of resting bitch face.
And
And
he
then
like,
at eye level, he sees Ace, the small, sweet, innocent child. Hi.
hello,
The dichotomy of man.
Yep.
how can I help you both? And he like puts a hand on the side of the cow who had like spooked a little bit.
We've been told there's some help required around here, and we are interested in helping.
Okay.
Would you have
Like,
anything we could help you with?
I mean, it's a farm. There's chores to do from sunrise to sundown.
Give us direction and we will follow orders.
And he like leans back a bit. It's like, do you guys know how to milk cows?
Ace's face kind of just looks withdrawn as he looks around. Not really experiencing much of animals in general.
Nurum has little to no clue what a cow is.
And he like
This may
rubs
be the
his head.
first time he has actually seen a cow in person.
I believe it is actually the first time you've ever seen a cow in person.
Nurum is drinking in, shall we say, the sights and sounds.
And the
It's
smells.
by the way. And the smells.
Mm-hmm.
Mr. Anderson.
You're like, okay. He stands up, wipes his hands off with a handkerchief before tucking it back into a pocket. Can't milk cows. There's gruel to be put out. There's hay to be changed. The hens need to be let out so we can collect the eggs.
I believe I can move gruel, as you were saying.
It's just refilling the troughs, really. Got a lot of animals to feed.
What's a hen?
A chicken. It's a female chicken.
Oh.
That thing behind you that's pecking at the dirt behind you, and there's like a chicken right behind you pecking at the dirt right behind your feet. That's a hen. They lay eggs. And then we take them and we use them for food. But the hens also need fed today as well, so I can show you guys where all stuff is. I just need the troughs over there refilled with gruel, and then the stable hay needs changed, and then, like I said, hens need let out, and they're all the eggs collected.
Well, no time to begin like the present, and Nurum is just going to start shuffling gruel around. He loves his gruel.
The man looks at Ace. He looks at Ace as like Nurum starts to go. He's like, "You gonna join him, or do you want me to teach you how to milk a cow?"
I could learn how to milk.
All right, come here. And he like pulls up another pail next to him and sits back down in his. And he like pats the side of the cow. And he's like, "This is my pride and joy." Her name, huh?
If you call her Bessie, I swear.
I'm literally
No.
waiting for Bessie. I'm not gonna lie.
I know.
This is my little Joy, hence the name Joy. That's why she's his pride and joy, because it's joy.
Well, where's Pride then?
Over in the corner.
Nah, Pride's a kind of bull name, don't you think?
Yeah. But you see these under here, and he like leans down and points to the udders, and like, this is where the milk comes from. Do you like milk?
I love milk.
That's good. It's healthy for you. You're a little small, so yeah, keep drinking it. But he like, I've never had to describe milking a cow. I hope you know.
I mean, you could absolutely skip this, and it's exactly how it's going to play out.
No. We need the immersion for the viewers.
Immersion.
How bad do the viewers want me to describe milking a cow is the question.
Do
All
I
of them,
count as
right,
a
guys?
viewer? Because yes, I do. Well, actually, no, I do count as a viewer. I'm watching Storybook stream. So yes, please.
Yeah, he takes two of the udders in hand, and he's like, "You got to be very gentle, because these are their teats." And then he just kind of like, and he like does the little squeezing motion to start getting all the milk. I fucking hate this. Yeah. He starts showing you how exactly to do it, and then looks and he's like, "You want to try?"
And Ace, very heavily, like, or not, very reluctantly agrees and tries it, but is way too fucking gentle with it because he doesn't want to hurt someone, and nothing happens.
You got to be a bit firmer than that.
It's still nothing
And
happens.
he grabs your hands and like shows you the right amount of strength to use, which is still a pretty decent amount of strength. It's just not like full rage strength. It's like normal human strength.
Yeah.
And just like
Well, I'd
shows you
say
how to do
Ace
it.
has regular human strength and that of a child.
Yeah.
Just when he goes in any other form, he knows he can be very destructive.
Yeah. So, see, here you go. Now, roll me animal handling to see if you can do it on your own.
Okay. $18.
Yeah, you do pretty well at doing it on your own. Soon you have a full pail. And the cow kind of like just turns around and like noses at you.
Can I
Kind of
pet
like,
her?
yeah, go ahead.
And I
You're
pet like
lovely.
the little, what do you call like the center portion of an animal's nose?
The bridge
I pet the
of
bridge
their
of the
nose,
cow's nose.
or like the top of their snout, or whatever.
Yeah, whatever the part
Yeah.
between their eyes and before their nose is.
Yeah, I just call
That
it the
part.
bridge of the nose. Yeah. It's just very affectionate cow rubs. They're enjoying the pets. And he's like, "Good job." And he like comes, takes the pail, replaces, and he's like, "Here you go. Have fun with that. I'm gonna go get started on the other one." And then Neuron, after you finish putting out the gruel, are you gonna attempt chickens or changing the hay?
Neuron has little to no clue how these animals work. He is
Turn
going to go
around.
for the hay.
I'm so back, and I find it hilarious that I'm probably the only one who's actually milked a cow before, and I missed that entire conversation.
Tee.
I've watched people milk a cow. I've never done
no.
it myself.
We went on a youth group trip to a farm, and they made us do it.
Gross.
Ugh. I wouldn't be able to do it because I would not be able to touch. I wouldn't be able to touch right there. I'd just be really uncomfortable. Um, then yeah, entering the stable where you need to change the hay, it reeks. It's it's a stable where all the animals sleep and their hay, where they shit and all that fun stuff. So it's quite an interesting smell that you have never experienced before.
I mean, I'm certain Nerom has experienced negative smell before.
Yes, negative smell, but never stable smell.
That's fair.
It's just different.
It's just
Yeah,
a kind of
you
heat.
you have smelled like dead bodies
Mhm.
before and like been around like in the midst of decomposing kind of rot smell. You have never experienced the warm scent of an animal's shit.
Fair, fair.
It's a smelly smell that smells smelly.
Yeah, it very much is. Yeah.
Feel like if
Um
this was a World of Darkness game, I'd be having to roll like willpower right now.
yeah. There's not really any skill checks for the basic ones.
Mhm.
Um so um soon for all of you it gets close to evening after a day of work. Each of your places that you're working do offer you guys a meal for lunch so that you can eat and get back to work when you're done eating. Um, but soon it is quickly evening. You guys have finished a full day of work. Um, and all of them, uh, you all are working for, I think it was like in exchange for information, so you guys are able to ask the people who you were working with for information that you may want.
You said we're able to ask the people we're working for, or
Yeah.
okay. I think Iris would just like do casual chatting, seeing that the person she's working for is probably not the conversationalist, so she will carefully ask questions that sound super casual, but like will give her information that she needs to know.
Yeah.
I'm trying to think of like just like a like how is the environment around here? Do the werewolves treat you well? How do you feel about the werewolf? Like just kind of like, oh wow, werewolf, like kind of like she was doing the other day.
Oh yeah.
When she was talking to the bartender, like, oh wow, really? Oh my gosh.
Have you ever
Yeah.
seen a werewolf before?
Wow.
When you start asking about the werewolves, Benji at first just goes, ugh, those guys? It's just like they're a real. She's
They
like
blow a
trying
lot
to
of hot
think,
air.
trying to think of like she's clearly trying to think of a nice way of putting it.
The
Just
nicest way to say pieces of shit.
Ma'am, I'm not trying to tell you how to speak, but I'm not from here. I don't have any former relations or anything. I'm just more curious than anything.
they're pieces of work, but obviously I have different issues with them than other people. And she like motions to herself.
I'm sure that must be difficult, especially if they have the tendency of regular
Uh,
dogs.
it's mostly the kids. Some of them are untrained
Mm.
mutts.
Oh,
Freaking
I thought if any of the werewolves bought clothes from her, they would just accidentally rip out of them constantly.
Oh yeah, there is also that. There's like they're always bringing me their clothes to fix because they forget to take them off before they transform, which is an easy thing to do when they're choosing to transform. I get it if it's the full moon and they're like under that, you know, she's like she like flexes her hands a little bit. She's like, they're like forcibly transforming under the light of the full moon's junk. I get it when it's that, because then they don't really have control of it, but when they choose to do it, like choose to transform and thusly destroy their clothes, and I have to fix it, and with this, and she like motions to her still quite tall stack of papers, this shit that I have to do, it gets a bit annoying. You know?
Oh, do they not pay you for fixing their clothes?
They pay me plenty. It's just it happens a lot, and it's
Oh, okay.
mighty annoying because there's these like 3 kids and that Harold. It's like they come and get clothes, and like they'll bring me the materials they want to use. They they'll bring me like sheep's wool already nice and finally turned into stuff that I can use. They'll bring me fabric that they themselves made and stuff. And then I'll make it, and 2 days later, it'll be back in my shop neat and fixed. Let
I
me
love that
tell
this woman
you.
is like finding reasons to complain about them.
Yeah.
Like they break out, they give me so much like money and bring in so much work to my shop, and they bring me the materials they want, and they're really good materials, but they do it constantly, like trying to find
I'm
reasons to complain.
just tired of their stink being in my shop. I need a break. They're good kids. They work hard. I'm certain of it. I just don't like dogs.
That's understandable.
Oh, so she's right.
Yep.
Um well, with all the work that they give you, would it be helpful to hire some sort of assistant who you can train up to work with you and maybe just focus on that so you can focus on all your orders?
That would be nice. I gotta wait until some of the young ones in this place are a bit more grown. We don't really start teaching kids how to work until they're about 8 or 9.
Oh, do none
Just
of
so
the
that
other adults know how to sew?
all the other adults have other jobs they gotta keep too. We got a lot of
Mm.
farmers. We gotta pay somehow.
Right. Um,
We don't get tourists here, so we don't get any of that kind of money. So it's all to ourselves and paying for the close by towns, getting stuff from there. And sometimes people will come here.
okay. Um, that's understandable. She's like, I don't want to talk to this woman anymore because she's like, she, she doesn't, all she does is complain.
Yeah.
At one point, she like sets down what she was working on. And she like looks out the window. All right, look at that time.
Yes.
Sunset. Shop's closing.
Okay. Well, this I've done all of my. Hopefully, I did all of the things she gave me. Um,
I'd say you got through about 4 or 5 projects because it's making clothes. It takes a few hours when you're hand sewing, especially if you want it to be like strong and stuff. That it's much appreciated.
yeah, of course. I'm happy to help. Um, hope you have a wonderful rest of your day.
You is met well, Miss. She like thinks
Iris.
for a moment. I was gonna
There's no pretty boy
Yeah,
with
but
me, I
there's no
said.
shade.
Yo.
Oh yeah. She starts packing up her stuff.
I will wander
Alright.
back out towards the tavern then.
All right. Around sunset, within the Thieves Guild, the other people who are working also start to pack up their stuff and get ready to go. You see a few bring the stuff that they were doing up to the guy who gave you your task, Owen. And he nods to them. Starts. A few of them were working for a little bit of money, and he hands them that.
See,
Well,
they do trade in gold here, guys.
Hey, these are thieves though.
See? See? There are some fucking sane people here. Anyway.
I want Owen to burst into the tavern, throw the door open, and they go, gold!
There's gold in them there hills.
But yeah.
Owen would probably kind of wait for most of the people to trickle out. I do have a lore question that I think Owen would know, given their history. Does this world operate on stereotypical werewolf rules in that werewolves and vampires hate each other?
Oh, absolutely.
Okay, so once everybody's kind of trickled out, Owen's gonna grab the forgery that they did and take it up to the gentleman that they were speaking with and hand it over. Does this pass for your needs?
And he takes it, holds it up next to the other letter, examines it pretty closely. So you did great, thank you very much.
Happy to help.
And he sets it down.
No. I do have a question, if you'd be so willing to oblige for a second.
Sure, you did some work for me. I can give you some information.
I take it you guys don't have a vampire problem here, correct?
No, we're not we're one of the shires that are pretty safe from them.
And I'm assuming
we're not like other
werewolves-
shires.
We're not like other people. I'm assuming the werewolves see to quite a bit of that.
Kinda. We used to have one vampire that'd be around here, but we actually don't know what happened to him. He was pretty close with the leader of the pack.
A vampire?
And he'd come
Oh
out and help.
no. Yowie.
Eddie the vampire.
Star-crossed lovers.
Star-crossed lovers to haters.
Mm-hmm. So, a vampire and a werewolf were close?
Quite. They'd come out and help together. That vampire looked like a noble, let me tell you. He pale skin, not a blemish, finely woven clothes, but he'd get his hands dirtier than anyone else.
Do you remember the name of this vampire?
His name was Silas.
Does that ring any bells for Owen?
Roll history.
Fuck. Oh, God.
I'll give you advantage on it though, because you do have the thing with vampires.
Okay. Because that would have been a nat 1. That's a 12. That's not great, but it's better than a nat 1.
It's better.
Are these like old-fashioned vampires rules? Like they can't enter your home if they're not asked or not invited?
For the most part, yes.
Okay. So I'm getting too much into lore for this. Like, are they transforming vampires, or do they only turn into bats, or none of the above?
None of the above. unless they have there's a whole lot of stuff I'll get into in vampires at a different book actually.
Okay, got it,
It'll
got
go
it,
into a lot of how vampires work in my world.
Teehee.
Yes, it does ring a bell. You do know of a Silas Hanami.
How? Hold the phone up. You're gonna have to spell that for me. Give me a second. Let me.
Silas.
Hang on.
is
Hang on.
S-
Hang on. Patience.
Starts with a Q.
You want me to write it down? For
No.
you?
Okay. Now you can spell the last name because I'm assuming it's Silas for the first name.
Yeah.
Okay.
S-Y.
S-Y.
And then the last name is Hanami.
A-M-I. Okay. And how do I know this Silas Hanami?
His family is one of the nobles over in another town that has a lot of vampires. And he is one of the two sons of the family. The other being the older son.
Okay, so he's
is
the younger.
Rowan. Yeah, he is the youngest son of that Hanami family.
And you said the older son's name is Rowan?
Yeah.
Okay.
Rowan.
Okay.
It is speculated that they are related to another family of Hanamis who are also vampires, but they don't interact.
Okay. Owen just kind of like takes that name in and goes, intriguing.
And it should be noted that this Hanami family that we're talking about with Silas and Rowan, their family, like their parents, notably constantly have like silver weapons on them specifically against werewolves. They're very against werewolves.
So this really is probably star-crossed lovers. Okay. And you said that this...
It's alone!
Uh-huh. And you said that this vampire went missing?
Yeah, quite recently. It was a bit after, it was during all the stuff going on with the, movement of power and all that shit that happened over in the capital with some god, apparently.
Oh.
Luckily, we had nothing to do with that.
Yeah, no,
I don't know what you're talking about, what? So Silas went missing after everything fell out at the Capitol.
Yeah. Between the time that you guys have gotten here and the end of that arc, something has happened to him.
And no one has any inkling as to where this vampire could have gone?
We haven't asked. We don't get a lot of news from the other towns. It takes about a month or two for news to reach us, if it's important to us at all. We don't really have a lot of gossips around.
That's
I would ask the pack leader. I would ask the pack leader when he gets here. He was pretty close to him.
Yay. And that's supposed to be in a day or two's time now, right?
I'd say either tomorrow or the day after.
Thank you for the information. I appreciate it.
Of course, if you need more work, I'll come on in.
Absolutely. And then Owen, again, will tip their hat and then head back towards the inn.
Yeah! And then there's Nuram and Ace, who have been working with animals all day. Nuram, do you think by the end of the day you have learned how to hassle some chickens?
Most likely. Nuram realizes that they definitely can't see psionic energy and figures, I can probably just grab them with telekinesis.
When it
Removes
first
all
happens,
the hens at once.
when it first happens, they freak the fuck out. It's a lot of squawking raptor birds.
Mm-hmm.
But they come out, and there's just all the eggs in their nests that you can easily get, but by the time it starts sunsetting, the sun starts setting. Wow, thank you, English. The the man who at this point you guys have learned is named Eros. Um, kind of like starts ushering his animals into the stables and looks to you guys like, thank you guys for your help. Um, my wife is probably making some fresh bread right now. If you guys would like some of that. I don't exactly have a lot of gold for payment. If there's anything else you guys would like to request, I got some sheep's wool up in our attic that I've been holding for a whole day.
I'll just take the food.
All right. And he looks at Neuron.
I'm fine. Have a nice day. And Naram's just gonna start walking back to the inn.
All right. He gets 2 loaves of like actually like steaming warm bread. He like puts them in a
Is
basket
it
and hands them
sourdough?
to Ace. No,
Is
it's
it
just
sourdough that they've been holding like a little colony up for like 30 years now? Do they have a
no, it's
named sourdough colony? I need to know this.
Is
Dude,
it
that
pride and
sounds
joy
like
as
something.
sourdough?
That sounds like something this town would have, though.
Yeah.
Like in an old well, there's like a sentient sourdough colony
I
that's
don't
just
know.
been
Sourdough
There's a
ooze?
well up there.
growing.
Sourdough ooze?
I don't know. There's a well up in the far corner. But no, it's a very nice and sweet smelling bread. You're at the wrong door, Nurum.
Oh, damn. This is the door we came out of, isn't it?
That's like the diner.
tavern.
Yeah.
Oh, are you guys going to tavern or the inn?
Probably
Well, I
we
was
need
going to the
dinner.
tavern because that's where we like split up to search
Yeah.
for clues.
Whoop, whoop, whoop. There we go.
Alright.
We need
Let's
food
just-
after a hard day's work.
I went to the wrong fucking portal.
Happens the best of us, honestly.
We're at the inn.
Oh,
Yeah,
wait.
I just said I went to the wrong fucking one.
Anyway,
Yeah.
goodbye.
Okay, bye, I guess.
Do 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 do. Do 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 do. Oh, okay,
Oh,
goodbye
oh,
again.
There you go. Yeah. When you guys come back in, Bailey waves to y'all. And she goes, "You guys here for dinner?
Yes, please.
All right, coming right up."
As everybody sits at the table, Owen's gonna lean in with their elbows on the table and hold up their fingers that are covered in ink stains. Just be like, "Look, I got my hands dirty."
Because of the forgery.
Uh-huh.
No, I'm just gonna golf clap.
And also,
Proud of you, darling.
they do trade in gold here. I feel that should be known. Just saying.
All right. Well, if you want to talk to that gentleman over there, and she gestures to the wolf guy, he's the one who told me that in order to get in with the wolf pack, manual labor was the best way to do that.
Speaking of Wolfpack, I believe we may have a case of star-crossed lovers on our hands, and one of them has gone missing.
Oh.
AKA Owen's taking up the job of town gossip now, apparently.
Hey, somebody had to.
Yeah, somebody had to.
And there's no one. Neuron would rather have it be.
Teehee.
Ugh.
Tell us the gossip.
Owen's gonna kind of
Is
like,
that so?
is there like water on their table?
Yes.
Okay, Owen's gonna take a little bit of water and like clean the ink from their hands as they're talking. Yes, and it appears that the pack leader was involved with a vampire from a family that notoriously hates werewolves.
I'm sorry, I had to blow my nose right at that moment.
You're
If it's
fine.
okay for me to ask, what's a vampire?
Oh,
Owen just kind of slowly turns and looks at Nurom like, what?
I am not native to this realm. I don't
well,
know of your superstitious beasts of myth.
Vampires are assholes. Owen says with a
Okay.
smile.
Am I a vampire?
So it's a person who has become I don't know, I guess the word is changed so that they now have to live off of blood of other animals and human species, and they're usually not very nice about it.
Assholes.
As you
Yeah.
say this, Nuram gets this very like contemplative look on his face. Just thinking about the implications of like, what other things might they feast on, and also the Atai do something incredibly similarly with psychic energy, and that is immediately where his mind goes after that.
The A-tie!
They are among us.
And so he just has this like almost lost in thought expression after you begin explaining it.
Anyway. And then Owen's gonna look away from Nurom back to like the group as a whole. If we really want to get in good with this pack leader who lost a lover, we could always look into finding out what happened to this lover of theirs. And in the back of Owen's mind, it's just taking like, maybe if I help this vampire, they'll offer me protection. And that's just going in the back of their head the whole time.
So basically, your
mean-
goal is to get this get this werewolf laid to get information.
Literally, yeah, like most of this is self-serving. It does kind of benefit the group, but this is absolutely self-serving for Owen. Yes.
I
Yep.
mean, if you want to go and search for the lost vampire, we can absolutely do that. Do you want to be the one to mention that to the werewolf? Because we're also on a mission to find someone who's lost. So
I'll happily do so, yes. I mean, if we're already looking for one lost person, what's another?
all right. I feel like Iris is a little suspicious because Owen has never been this much like, yeah, let's go help.
Tea!
They were so abhorrent to the
Did-
fact
by the
of
way-
us going on this mission to find
Yeah,
someone.
exactly.
Just
Did
jumping
you-
right in to find somebody else.
By the way, Kai, did you mention the vampire's name at all?
No, Owen did
Alright.
not.
Right, okay. Well. Do we get any more information about this new mystery person that we're trying to find? Did you find anything else out, or is that something we also have to find out?
Well, I did learn their name. The name of this vampire is Silas Hanami. And then, like, Owen's gonna give it a second to see if that name rings any bells for anyone else.
I
Iris,
believe
do
I
you
knew
wanna-
someone
thank
whose first
God.
name was Hanami.
Iris, do you
What's
wanna
up?
roll? You wanna roll?
Sure. I would love to. Am I rolling history?
Yeah. Though your DC's a lot less than Owen's, let's just
Well, that's
say
a
that.
9.
Well, it's a good thing that he's a noble, so you know
Cool.
other nobles.
Cool.
He
What do I
is-
know about this man?
He is another, elite, much like you. He is, from... I gotta remember where he's from. 1 second. He is from Lutriv, which is actually one of the
You spell that?
towns. Lutriv is Lutriv. He is one of the 3 houses elites, specifically the politics family. And Lutriv is one of the towns, or one of the cities that oversees the shires in Emerald Plains. So Emerald Mire, where you guys are, is probably a place that is overseen by Lutriv and the Hanami family specifically.
Have I ever met him?
At various lord summons, yes. He's kind of a standard vampire, black hair, red eyes. Though sometimes he has more violet eyes at times.
Does he put
Uh,
grease in his hair to slick it back?
no, he does not.
Oh.
It's very fluffy hair. Um, he's kind of small compared to the rest of his family. And that could possibly be just because he's pretty young compared to the rest of his family.
Okay. Have we like interacted at all? Was he like a possible suitor? Was he
He was absolutely not a possible suitor.
He's
Considering
gay.
he is openly gay, and his
Okay,
parents
well,
support him.
so was my best friend, and that would still almost happened, okay?
It's fair, but his parents are openly supportive of it.
Never realized how much drama there was in your backstory.
Yes, thank you.
And here I thought
Well-
Nuram having a shitty ex was too much backstory.
He at summons was kind of the party boy, like the college frat boy who's always drinking and
He's a Chad, got it.
partying. Huh?
He's a Chad, got it.
He is a party boy.
Right, he's a Chad.
Sure.
Got it.
And Iris just goes, wait, really?
That's what I was told, yes.
Well, okay. That's,
Yeah.
alright, that's interesting. You know, I'm gonna be fully honest, I never expected him to, like, actually settle down with anyone, but if he's actually, like, the star-crossed lover, that's interesting.
I
Good for
think
him.
The thing that most intrigues me is that
Everybody deserves someone.
the family, the Hanamis, are well known for their hatred of werewolves, if I recall correctly. So much so that
Yeah?
they all carry silver-tipped weapons. So for one of the house's children to end up with a pack leader. And then they just trail off.
Yeah, I'm aware that they carry silver weapons. Silas made the joke multiple times that he was armed at all times and then would motion to his dick.
Classy.
Interesting. All right. This is gonna be so weird if we actually have to find him. Okay. All right. And she's gonna look at Naram and Ken and go, he's a flirt. I'm just warning you right now.
Nuram has been like deep in thought this whole time, ever since the mention of vampires. And like he's trying to like corkboard maybe a connection here.
Like you can see the red strings in his mind.
That one guy with the board and the strings all over, like.
Hey Sylvia.
Charlie Day. We love
fucking
Charlie Day.
Yeah. Yeah.
Mhm.
That scene's the best.
And finally he kind of gets snapped out of this near trance he's been in. I'm sure we can deal with that. We've dealt with worse.
Hey, you guys have fun again.
Owen's just kind of gonna smirk and be like, I suddenly have a dire need to find this vampire just to watch him try and flirt with Neurom.
This is gonna be interesting. All right. Can we wait and talk to the pack leader first, and then possibly go find the horniest vampire in existence?
Oh,
I just,
absolutely.
I love the idea of him saying like some dumbass pickup line, Naram being very numb to it.
Or just like taking it so
No,
literally.
I'm
He
downright
takes it so
confused.
literally. Did
Like-
you fall from the sky? Did it hurt when you fell from heaven? And he's like,
Yeah, literally.
No, I am not a celestial being.
nothing goes over my head. My reflexes are too fast. I would catch it.
I believe you have mistaken me for an Asimar. Incorrect.
I'm not from
I
heaven. I'm
am
from
green.
pandemonium, actually.
I am from the realm of chaos. It is
Are
not.
you from
It is not
Mississippi?
nice.
Because
there.
you're the only pen I see. No.
My name is Nurum.
Oh God! If
Oh,
it happens, you better not try and get handsy with Neuron.
God, I need this
Oh,
so
no.
bad. I need it
need
so
this
bad.
so bad now.
But at the question, Owen would just nod like, of course, we're here to find potentially the child's mother, and they're supposed to be here tomorrow or the day after anyway. It would behoove us to ask the pack leader about this vampire before we proceed anyway.
Right. So you ask about the vampire, and I'll inquire about. Oh, wait, look. Oh, 1 sec. I have to find it. I'll inquire about Marva.
That works with me. I love that Kin
Right.
is just in the wall of this diner.
Shh.
Yeah.
He's working on his stealth.
He's writing his memoir.
Honestly, I can imagine him doing that. Yeah.
Now, is he working on stealth, writing a memoir, or is he secretly making a plan to try and steal his boyfriend back?
Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah.
No. Yes.
Yeah.
No, he's writing a list of things Ace could eat.
I don't know. Oh my god. I'm too distracted by this man behind us singing about Penelope.
Penelope.
That was not my first thought, but that is a beautiful thought.
It's the epic musical again.
Uh-huh. Uh-huh.
That's his whole thing. He's just like, I just want to get back to my wife. I miss my wife tales.
Yes. Okay, I'm gonna go now.
All right, bedtime.
Bedtime.
Bedtime. Are you gonna teleport us, or do we walk there ourselves?
Yeah, hold on. I have to find it. I have way too many maps, guys. You guys might have to do it yourself because I can't
Okay,
find
that's
everything.
fine. I just didn't want to like fight you again on it. Look at us holding hands as we walk. Come on,
Yeah.
child.
Okay, Baba.
Neurom scooting sideways across the floor is mildly terrifying.
Slithering like a snake.
Uh-huh.
I hate to ask this so late in the game, because like we've been interacting together so much. What is Owen's gender and sexual orientation again?
Question mark and question mark.
Okay, very good.
Non-binary, they've never like assigned anything to their sexuality.
Understood.
Person hot. That's what it equates to, basically.
Yeah.
What a mood.
Truly, what an icon.
Yeah.
Okay.
Typing something up real quick.
As they are getting ready for bed and Iris is doing her 20-step nighttime routine, one oil goes on, one hair mask goes on. I feel like Owen just watches, like, that's too much effort.
Literally, Owen just takes their boots off and lays down. Like, that's it. That's Owen's nighttime routine, okay?
Fully clothed, just laid.
Pretty much.
Alphaba and
Glinda.
Glinda at this point.
I genuinely used to be able to do that. Just lay down in street clothes and just be okay, but not anymore.
Not since the incident.
What is this feeling so
Not
sudden
since
and
they
new?
died.
Popular.
Oh my god. See, I was gonna change loathing to lusting, unadulterated
Rated
lusting.
lusting.
She's gonna kind of turn around with one of her like masks on her face. Is there a reason that you're so interested in vampires that you feel comfortable sharing?
Owen, like, as soon as the word vampire comes out of your mouth, you're actually going to see Owen's shoulders lock up slightly. And there's going to be, like, a noticeable non-answer for a second where they're just, like, in their head running through, like, is this the type of thing I should share? And then they're going to, like, clock back to the fact that, like, Iris has already shared, like, the most vulnerable thing about them. Before they kind of sigh and let their shoulders relax and just, like, we're going to say that they're actually, like, sitting on the couch. And they're going to pull, like, one foot up on the couch and rest an arm on a knee as they, like, look up at the ceiling and just... Vampires and I don't get along. In fact, there is likely a bounty on my head.
Did you kill one?
No, but I am not biased in who I steal from. And they didn't take it kindly.
Okay.
Just hit myself in the head.
What?
How do you hit yourself in the head with a fork?
So I was picking up a plate and somehow there was a fork in it, so it plugged into my head.
Okay.
What kind of Rube Goldberg blanket did you own?
Someone set that trap
Of
up for
course.
you.
I think I dropped it when I was eating yesterday. I
Oh,
must have dropped it when I was eating yesterday.
God, could I?
I'm sorry. Continue.
Hang on, before we continue. Discord's being fucky wucky for me. Let me fix it. Do. We'll do that. All right, that should fix it. Blue, let me know if it... Will you guys just talk real quick?
Hello?
Wow.
That was a lot. Blue, did that fix it?
I'm alive.
I'm
Hello,
alive.
M-Robot.
I'm alive. Oh, sorry. Nobody probably gets that. Okay, it's better. All right, anyway, we
Not
can continue
even
now.
angry. I'm being so
Da-da-da-da-da-da.
sincere right now.
Fucking GLaDOS.
I love GLaDOS.
Honestly, a queen.
Here we go.
So, is it just that you stole from them and they don't like you because of that, or are there other reasons?
I'm sure there could be any myriad of reasons they don't like me. The only thing immediately that calls to mind is that I have stolen quite a bit from them.
Okay. And that immediate physical reaction just to me saying that word. I'm sure it has nothing to do with any sort of trauma.
How much do you know about how pervasive vampires are in your hometown, Iris?
Vampires in my hometown?
Hold on, say that again.
Are there vampires in my hometown?
Yes.
Okay. Do I know them?
Mildly. They are high ranking, but they're not elite status like you.
Okay. Do they cause problems?
Not really. They kind of keep to themselves.
Well, the ones that I know kind of keep to themselves in my town. And they're not of equal status with me, so we don't interact too much.
All right, born nobility. They're...
Well, adopted nobility.
Owen
You're
just...
adopted?
Owen just kind of nods like, yeah, okay, fair. Raised nobility then. I get away with a lot because I am...
Charming.
Yeah, totally. Before I go into this, Owen knows they're marked, correct? Because I don't know if we ever actually stated if Owen knows.
Yeah, we haven't really gone into your backstory much. It's just
Tea.
written for me.
Because I know that one of the things of it is that other vampires literally will not interact with them because they're marked. So, like, they would know something's up.
So, you know something is up.
Okay.
You do not know that you have been marked as another vampire's hunt.
Okay. So Owen will just be like, you see, the thing is, I get away with a lot because I am ignored by a lot of vampires, and there are quite a few in Odessa and beyond that are well off with many nice trinkets that I would love to get my hands on. So I pretty much have a free pass to waltz into their home and take whatever I want without repercussions. That's not normal, as I'm sure you can gather, even if you're not a thief. Something is wrong. It has to do with vampires, and I know that one likely wants me dead, so I tend to try to avoid them.
All right.
But my hope is maybe if we can help reunite these star-crossed lovers, perhaps this vampire who is of a noble family can help protect me a little bit.
Possibly if he doesn't get disowned.
We'll see. Doesn't hurt
We'll have
to
to burn
try.
that bridge when we get to it.
Correct! Doesn't hurt to try.
Right. Because his family is the leader of the politics for this area. So, knowing that, this could either go very well or very not well, considering how much they don't like the werewolf.
Correct. But a shot's a shot.
That is true. Well, thank you for sharing. I appreciate it. Your secret is safe with me. I'm not going to tell anybody.
Information for information only seems fair, and you already held up that end of a bargain quite a while ago, so...
I didn't do it for any bargain.
I know.
I did it because I trust you.
The, like,
No.
barest hint of a smile ticks up the corner of Owen's mouth before they, like, nod back towards whatever Owen or Iris was doing. Don't you have a nighttime routine to finish?
Well, the mask was settling, so I have a few minutes. Unless you're done with the open and honest talking.
There really isn't much else to be open and honest about at this particular juncture. Unless there's anything else you want to know.
I'm not going to pry anything out of you, just anything you're willing to share. I hope that I can be someone to trust as well.
For what it's worth, I wouldn't still be here if I didn't trust most of this party.
Trusting us to protect you and to have your back is different than trusting with personal information.
Owen's actually incredibly impressed that Iris can make that distinction. I'm not gonna lie.
Because you're the only one who knows what I am. Other than my parents and a few people who work for them. And the person who was in my head, but we don't count him.
You know, I wouldn't have even thought of that would mean they would know.
Pretty sure that's why he was in my head. Because I looked like one of his exes.
Oh?
Who said that?
I thought you told me that. I swear he told me that.
That was a joke. That was a joke.
Okay. No, I thought you were saying that as the DM, like, no, you don't know that. And I was like, wait, no, I swear he said that. Yeah, that's why
No.
our first meeting was so aggressive, because apparently this ex said that the next time they meet, they were going to kill him. So, he was getting the first move.
So what about the second and the third time?
That was other people.
That does bring up a question that I have. With your nature, if you looked like an ex, whenever you craft whatever visage you want, do you have to draw on something previous, or is it completely original?
Well, I can mix and match features. So that's what I usually do is I mix and match. And she will transform into, let's see. She will transform into
forms.
I don't have it on like here. But I think I still have pictures in my phone. Let me see if I can find them. She will transform into a smaller human woman with orange hair that goes up in a ponytail and these very light green eyes, very similarly pale skin, a little like less color in it, honestly. So, the voice and the visage kind of change, and I can just do it kind of whenever. There's really no restrictions. Though when I do get very hurt, I do start to turn into my original self again. And then she will change into this taller human man with very pointed features and slicked back black hair and kind of like beady green eyes. Though I haven't really done this a whole lot since I was kind of labeled a monster for being able to do it. So I usually stick to my original form, and she will change back into her Iris form. Let me see if I can find these pictures. I'll send them in the chat.
It is
So yeah.
It is unfortunately common for people to be judged as other if they're different, but does that mean that if you adopted features of this ex of his that you knew them or saw them at some point?
No, so my actual original form that I showed you looks like his ex. He can see through this, and he knows what I look like.
How do genetics work? Are you related?
At this point, I can only assume so.
Well, that's interesting.
And we don't have time to get into all that.
Yeah.
Okay, I found them. I sent them to the chat.
I swear to God, if it comes out that Iris is actually the child of this fucker, okay. Anyway,
No. Nassim can't have kids. At
No,
least not.
the descendant of the ex, but not
Yes.
Nassim. I don't think.
I gotta remember. I was about to be like, bro.
Okay,
I thought they
so
were
Leah
chicks.
from
Oh,
Stardew
that's
Valley.
the ex. Oh, that's right. His ex
And
was a
Jotaro Kujo.
And Dean from Supernatural.
Those I use the first form. Her name is Odette. I use her when I'm trying to blend into a crowd, because she looks very unassuming. And the other one, you'll like this. His name is Felix, and I use him when information needs to be gathered or when I need to flirt and get information, kind of like a spy sort of thing. So.
And how often does the daughter of a noble family have to get information?
Well, considering that my father was strangely protective and weird about certain races, I would sneak out of the house and change my form and go to the local taverns to talk with other adventurers and people to get information about what it was like outside of my walls.
So the Little
So-
Mermaid. Got it. Okay.
Quite often.
I guess that makes more sense. Good to know.
That's I usually, if people are watching, like when we were first traveling together, I make it look like the disguised self, like I'm doing a spell, which is when I changed into that tiefling form to go get potions.
Clever.
Well, people don't like when the person they're used to doesn't actually look like this and looks different. And there's a whole thing about Fae species and people being nervous around them, so looking different and pretending it's magic just makes it a lot more easier.
That is incredibly fair.
Yeah.
Well, if I think of any other information about myself that seems worthy of sharing, I'll provide it. But for now, I think we should get some rest.
I think that's a good idea. We do have a lot going on tomorrow.
Yes, we do.
Is Owen rolling perception?
What? Oh, it's not rolling perception.
I don't know, it popped up on my thing.
The fuck? Is my
Said you
sheet
got a
being
24?
hijacked? Oh, that's from way before.
Oh, okay. I don't know why it popped up. I was like, what are you looking
you
at?
were getting late
What would you like to
notifications.
see?
Teehee, what do these elven eyes see? No, they'll just be like,
Everything.
yeah. Owen finishes their
They're
nighttime
like,
routine,
it's
which
like
means
X-ray vision.
yeah, throwing their boots in a corner and then crawling into bed.
All right.
We really got to get you a new outfit for resting, cause okay. And then Iris is gonna go back to her routine.
All right. Once morning rolls around, you guys are not woken up by light filtering through the window, but instead a lot of noise outside.
Woo!
Howling. Okay.
Oh,
Well,
A lot of
you know,
there is a lot of growling and what sounds like barks.
well, you know what?
And
That is a perfect
coffee.
illustration for why Owen sleeps in their clothes, because all they gotta do is fucking roll out of bed, throw their boots on, and they're out.
that sounds fair.
I don't know.
Iris
why,
doesn't
but
have to do
now
her morning routine. She can just throw her clothes on and leave.
I'm now
There's not even clothes
imagining
required.
Iris like going outside, like looking like Scrooge. Little sleeping cap, nightgown, like big iconic
Shuffling
candle
out,
holder.
yeah.
I don't know. Something about that's just funny to me.
Yeah.
Well, Nerom's getting strapped, and he's getting strapped now.
Yeah. I'm waiting for everyone to arrive outside. Where's Ace? Oh,
I'm
he's down there.
outside, but I don't know
I
where.
see you. You gotta go up more.
I can be a dog too.
Oh.
Aw, wheelchair dog.
But yeah, it definitely looks like the pack is in town. There's a lot of people. Some who are more anthropomorphic standing, some who look more human mixed with animal, who have like the tail and ears, and then some are there just like full tilt wolves.
Where's Scott? I want to meet Scott.
Hey guys.
But they're kind of moving through the town. Some are moving towards places to help out. Some are carrying items to take to shops.
Do any of them stop and stare at the weird travelers? There's not
The
normally travelers
giant
here.
blue elf.
I
Yeah.
would actually
And a
like to
green
mention,
alien.
Neurom does have an ability called All Eyes on Me, where Neurom is just so strange he does draw the eye. It's never come up, but I feel like it is relevant here.
We have
Yeah.
a
So
child, a green, a blue elf, a green alien, and someone who looks far too clean to be here.
A near
Yeah.
albino child.
Yes.
so yeah. There's up next to like over here. If I can't ping. I don't know how the fuck to ping.
Click aggressively.
I have been clicking aggressively.
Like that.
How did you do that?
I think both sides just clicked aggressively.
Oh, there we go. Yeah, over here. That's where. Ah, fuck.
Oh, it just shifts my camera over there. Interesting.
Oh, it's not doing it anymore. Oh well. Oh, my bad. Not what I wanted to do. Anyways, yeah, over here there's a man walking down, white wolf ears and a white tail. A few of the other pack members seem to go up to him, ask him things, and he'll respond. And then he's just continuing. He stops for a moment, seeing you guys outside of the inn, and like looks you up and down.
She'll just wave back.
If you're
And
gonna
smile.
undress me with your eyes, buy me a drink first.
He like nods his head and waves. He's like, I'm assuming you lot are new.
That'd be correct, yes.
Well, I hope the pack doesn't cause you any trouble.
Actually, we were hoping to talk to. Are you the leader? We were hoping to talk to them.
He like pauses for a moment. And he's like, he actually like comes forward and he's like, "My name is Ray. Most people call me Ray."
Ray. What was her name? I missed that.
As if you hover over his hover over him, it
okay.
should tell you his name.
You said most people call him Ray.
Yeah.
I'm Iris Evergarden. Nice to meet you. And she'll offer a hand. She doesn't know what the process is here. She's trying to be polite.
He just like nods to her, keeping his hands at his side.
So we're actually looking for someone. We came here hoping to find them, and she'll pull out the missing poster and hold it out. We're informed that we're a bit too late when we arrived, and that you might know something about her disappearance. We're hoping.
He like comes over. He actually like takes the paper and looks it over. He's like, we're looking into it as well. Don't really like the feeling of some of my own missing, so.
Shoot. Okay, because they said if they're missing, they might be with you. So you don't know where they are either. Then. Darn.
There's a lot of mine who have gone missing, unfortunately.
That's
he,
your
like,
cue.
he pauses for a moment. He's like, "How about we go sit at the tavern and talk?"
Okay. Yeah, we can do that.
And like nods. He starts walking
The
down.
part where he pulls out a gun.
Oh my god.
Why are
I
you
will
asking
note.
questions?
I will
Yep.
note he does notably have an unsheathed longsword at his side that like glows blue in the light.
Glows blue when there's enemies nearby.
It's more just like glows
All
blue
right,
when the
Lord of the
light
Rings.
hits it just right. What the fuck message me?
Her name was Bailey, right?
Yeah.
And she'll morning Bailey when they walk in.
She's like, morning.
We'll take the same as yesterday, and I don't know what this gentleman usually has, but whatever they need as well can be put on our tab.
I'm fine. Don't worry.
Iris is like all of my all the things I'm supposed to do to be nice and like be polite and get people to like me isn't working.
LOL. Meanwhile, Owen leans in, elbows on the table. So, you say a lot of your pack has gone missing?
As of late, yes.
And do you have non-wolves that you consider pack members?
We did.
Would
Subtle.
one of them happen to be Silas Hanami?
And he like pauses and he's like,
As he's like giving this, Owen would also want to run a perception check to see like body language response.
Subtle.
Yep. Owen wasn't raised as a nobleman. There ain't no subtlety here.
I like that Naram and Ace were like, "Nah, we're gonna go work at the farm again."
No, I was figuring out which place it was because I was in the inn on accident. Ace went to bed.
Ace didn't want to get
I
food.
accidentally
What in the
alt-tabbed.
world?
Fucking right.
Kai, what was that last part you said?
Owen would want to run a perception check as the gentleman responds to the question to read body language to try and gauge how exactly he responds and feels to that specific name being brought up.
When you first mention the name, he kind of tenses up, and his tail kind of like starts to like sway a bit aggressively behind him. He's like, didn't know people out here knew about him.
We're not from around here.
I could tell.
However, that
No.
being said, we mean you and Silas no harm. My thinking here is as if we're looking for a missing person and you're looking for a missing person, perhaps our...
He's not missing.
Oh? And Owen, like, leans in a bit. Like, the do tell.
He like rubs his temple. He's like, his parents took him back.
Oh, that unfortunately makes sense for them.
It's not much meaning for a child of politics to be out in the shires getting his hands dirty
With the hill folk.
with those of the dirt, as they would say.
I have a quick question.
Yeah.
How many features does this person actually embody of a werewolf at the moment?
He's got a tail and ears.
Okay.
Does he have
Boy,
human
why you
ears
so
too?
ears?
No, he does not have human
Okay.
ears as well. He's only got wolf ears.
Okay. Well, as someone who comes from a similar background, just because his parents want one thing for him doesn't mean that it's the right thing.
Oh, I'm well aware.
My parents never wanted me traveling and being an adventurer either, but here I am. So,
He like pinches the bridge of his nose, kind of like just processing thought in a way. He only ended up out here because of a fight with his parents, so comes as no surprise that they'd come to take him back.
and did he go willingly, or
Oh, absolutely not.
then I believe he made his choice?
Not much that can be done when we can't go into a city like Lutriv.
Well, you might not be able to, but I know the family, and I'm of equal status, and I'm always a fan of people getting to choose who they love and where they stay, as is my family.
I would stay out of it. Please.
Well, I would also say this begs the question. If he was removed by his family, and his family doesn't like the folk around here, is there any connection there with perhaps your missing packmates?
I doubt it. While they don't like us, they don't senselessly hunt us. The pack members that went missing are missing because we're pretty sure they were killed. There was some attack nearby. We can't figure out what the fuck it was. And there's no bodies, but there's blood everywhere.
Iris's eyes are gonna jump to Ace and his dream.
Ace like looks up at Iris and doesn't. It's not that he hasn't been paying attention; he just doesn't understand the connection
Mhm.
correctly.
Well, I know you are limited based off of where you can go because of the nobility of the shires. We would like to help since we are also looking for a missing person, and I just want to say I know as someone who is holding the lives of others on their shoulders as you do as a leader, the offer is still there to go and at least deliver a message or talk to him if you would like us to. It doesn't have to be his parents. I don't think it's fair for you to shut yourself away from someone you care about just because you've decided that it's too dangerous or you think they're too powerful.
It's. I know. I know. I could easily end them. Don't worry about that part. It's just. It's for the best. I've gotten a message to him recently. He's doing fine, and I just want what's right for him. Just want him to be safe.
And was that
Like,
his decision, or are you choosing what to do with his life just like his parents are?
you talk just like him.
Well, I was raised in a very similar situation, just less of vampiric.
Less.
Well, he's not exactly safe at my side, considering I wield a weapon that could easily end him.
Okay, he's not safe in his home considering there are vampire hunters. I don't know what that has to do with anything, considering you didn't use that against him.
And what's love
tried.
without a little danger?
I'd give anything to see him again right now. It's just, I have my pack. I have duties to the people here, and I'm still trying to figure out what happened to the rest of my people. Something's out there hunting our people after something.
Exactly. You have duties to your pack. You have to find this thing that's hurting your people. You have a noble offering to help you with the other noble family, and you're brushing us off.
And I'm
I
not
just-
convinced that they're not connected.
And I
Missing
think they're
some
connected
voice.
too, and that's the reason why I want him to stay there.
Then the faster we figure it out, the faster he can come back.
You nobles all are so insistent.
I'm not a noble.
Oh, I'm not talking about you, hon.
Thank you.
I may be insistent, but I'm not trying to force my will on anyone. I'm just offering a helping hand, and I have many a time since I started traveling had problems with people not trusting me because I'm a noble, so I became a little insistent. And I came from a family of you deserve to love who you love. So yes, I get a little insistent when it comes to relationships.
It's very sweet. But I don't know how sending you to see him would help as of right now. We have a bit of knowledge thanks to another fella who was here not too long ago.
Right, another noble, a little bit of crazy hair, gold eyes.
I'm gonna assume you know him.
That would be my best friend.
He's one crazy motherfucker.
Absolutely, he is.
He showed up asking after my aunt. I didn't know people knew she existed.
He knows a lot of things that most people don't. I've just kind of learned to go with the flow on it. He's very.
See, somehow I want to hunt that guy down just a little bit because I'm worried he's connected to it all because he showed up before everyone went missing.
Sir,
And was
I can promise you, with every fiber of my being, that man is not connected to anything except for wanting to learn about animals.
he wants to know more about animals, trust me. He kept asking after my aunt, like I said, and she's not just an animal. She's not even a werewolf. Like, yeah, I'm a werewolf, but I'm he like rubs his head. He's like, "Oh my god, I've had to explain this to 3 people now. I'm the first werewolf. I'm who it comes from. I'm related to those beasts of Randella. That's what my aunt is. He's looking for her and wanting to know about powers they may have. And that's why he came to me, because somehow he found out about my lineage. How the fuck did he find that out?
That man is a scholar through and through, and that is all the explanation I can give because that's literally all he does. He is so obsessed with learning, and I promise you
That's
would not hurt a fly unless you tried to hurt his pets.
we didn't touch his pets, but
I-
at some point during his visit, it was there's this festival that happens shortly before the full moon, and it's essentially the werewolves giving thanks and stuff. It's a very personal religion type thing. And he told us we shouldn't do it. Told us something was going to go wrong. Said that there's stuff happening in the wild around us that was unsettling some balance, and we ignored him. And a whole bunch of my people are missing and most definitely dead now. So I'm hard pressed to not think he's somehow connected.
If I'm being honest, he's probably trying to figure out what's happening so he can stop it.
Sure hope so. He left a while ago.
But back to the vampires. If you are looking on this side and you think they're connected to it, we can look from the other side, the places you can't go, to get more information, because we also don't want people getting killed.
And for what it's worth, I can pretty much walk in and I can almost guarantee do whatever needs to be done and walk out unscathed. So we're the right people to help you if you really think they're connected and if you would like to see Silas again.
Alright. I'll tell you what. Find a way to get to him. Make sure he's okay, that he's not hurt. I, I doubt his family would hurt him, but it's still a worry. And I guess just vampires are chatty about conquest and shit.
Oh, I'm aware.
See, I guess just find out if they were somehow involved. Because if they were involved, I'm well within my rights to march into that city and take one of their heads. But I can't until it's proven. If I go in without proof, especially if it's just to see him, they can have my head.
We will go and we will talk and we will find out what's going on that side and return to you with the information.
It's appreciated.
Is there anything you want to give him or a message you would like us to pass along?
Yeah, hold on. And he actually reaches around the back of his neck and undoes a cord, and pulls out a pendant that was kind of in his shirt. And it's a very bright red stone, and that is has crude wire around it. And it's just on a leather, uh, little leather cord. It's give him this.
And she'll very gently take it and wrap it in a handkerchief and put it in her bag.
You can add a vampiric blood. I'll have to add it later. I haven't put it in as a
Okay.
food item, but it's called a vampiric bloodstone. I'll have to put that in at some point, but
Sounds good.
alright. And I guess I should say thank you for offering the help.
Of course. And I understand why you're hesitant with new people and nobles, which is also another reason I'm so insistent sometimes. I don't mean to be pushy. I'm just trying to get past the barriers that my title creates.
Not necessarily distrust. Been told I have something of a resting bitch face.
Well, as do we have one of those in our group too, and she'll gesture to Naram.
Ah, yes, the green one. He looks at
Nuram's lip is gonna stiffen, he really wants to say something. Not a good idea. Not the time.
He doesn't know what he is, so he's just the green one.
The little green man.
I mean, yeah, you are little compared to him.
Oh.
I mean, Nuram, as with most Gith, is stick thin.
Well, yeah, he's well muscled and is 6'10".
Oh yeah, no.
So he
there's
kind of
definitely...
he kind of towers over all of you. He's like a brick wall compared to all of you. That is a man I would like to climb. Hello. Okay.
Okay.
I was everything went quiet. I was oh.
Everything went dark, man.
Ah.
Sorry, I'm trying to find a GIF that I need.
Damn. Is there anything else you guys would like to ask him?
How does a vampire fall in love with a werewolf and vice versa anyway?
Did you say how?
Yes.
Fair.
I mean, how does anyone fall in love?
I would just assume for two specific species that are so fated against each other, it would require a near act of God to even bring you too close enough for such a thing to happen. I'm just curious.
Well, when two
Trust me,
people love each other very much.
Bonk.
No, that's a different talk. That's a different talk, darling.
Trust me, when he first showed up here, I very much wanted to take his head off. But unfortunately, he like puts his palm to his forehead. He's like, his annoying, flirty personality gets under the skin. And eventually, you just look at him and realize, he's not that bad looking, and it all goes downhill from there, unfortunately.
Yeah, I've heard that story many times.
I have heard he's had many a partner. He has told me himself, but while he was here, he did calm down quite a bit. I'd like to hope.
I
That worked
will
out.
say I was surprised when I heard that he was the vampire who was here. Just because people are very flirtatious doesn't mean they can't change. I was pleasantly surprised.
Trust me, half of the flirting was just trying to get into my pants, and I'm very well aware of that fact.
But it did change, right?
I would like to think so. After a few scuffles and fights and a few close calls, kind of started seeing the world in a different light than a spoiled rich kid.
It's an interesting way to talk about late nights.
Say that part again?
I just mumbled, that's an interesting way to talk about late nights.
Any like things that I don't know what you mean, I'm sorry.
Right.
It just goes right over his head.
And she's gonna look at
Something
Owen.
we can relate over.
She's gonna glance at Owen. Well, we should be heading out then if we are gonna get to the city in a timely fashion.
Owen kind of stifles a laugh as they like push to stand up.
It just kind of like watches you all.
I hope your harvest goes well.
And it was a pleasure to make your acquaintance.
Likewise. And he like eyes Owen a little bit. He's just like, likewise, Blue Blood.
Owen. You can call me Owen.
Gotcha. He like looks to the green one expectantly.
Nuram is just going to give him the like man to man, like the head nod, like the head nod of like our conversation is over with. All social interaction can end here, thankfully. He's just gonna give him that head nod exactly.
He just like returns it and slowly turns like, I'm gonna go get back to work.
Oh, one last question. You said your blade was specifically meant for killing vampires. Is that like just a thing that you have, or is that something that can be purchased somewhere?
It's something you have to get from a werewolf, as it's forged with our blood.
Oh, okay. Right.
Ew, unsanitary. Get it away.
Gross. Mop it up. And she'll just like nod, and after he leaves, she can look over at Owen and be like, maybe that's something we can get as a return if we do well. Since vampires seem to be a problem on our journey.
We'll find out.
We'll see. We'll find out.
Just food for
Next
thought.
time.
Next time on Dragon
Next
Ball
time on
Z.
Dragon Ball Z. Yeah.
I feel like possibly that's a good stopping point.
Oh,
You
yeah.
guys now know
Oh,
where
yeah.
you're gonna go next. It's been 3 hours.
Mhm.
Rubs my hands. I'll let those who are streaming say their goodbyes.
Bet,
Okay.
BRB. All right, y'all. Let's see. Hang on. Where do I want to just absolutely yeet you guys at is now the question. Who do I have that is live? Not many people. You know what? Y'all are lurking. We're gonna send you to watch some Smite. That's what we're gonna do. We're gonna go bother Enbright. This is the raid message. Top ones for subscribers. Hi, welcome back, Sean. We're raiding out. Top one's for subscribers. Bottom one is for everybody and anybody else lurking to make odd comments. Oracle, you're cute. You're cute. I will be back probably sometime this weekend. We'll find out. Question mark? I don't know. I have cleaning and like gifts to wrap and stuff. So anyway, I'll see you all very soon. Goodbye!